What's good, YouTube? It's the Sports Guru back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving you 3 free agents the Dallas Mavericks need to pursue. When I say 3 free agents, some people might question, how does Dallas have that much cap space? Well, they need to spread their money out over 3 players that can all be in the starting lineup. I don't want Dallas to be going for a home run swing for a guy like KD, Clay, Kemba, Kyrie, Kawhi, all those players. They would be nice. Oh, trust me, they would be nice. Of course you would take KD or Kawhi or Clay, but people like Kemba and Tobias, who will be requiring $25 million plus, do not chase one free agent because he's not going to solve all your problems. I'm going to be giving you 3 players that can shoot, play defense, they can do it all. Perfect players to put around Luka and Kristaps. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my first player. I call him the Clay Lights, Malcolm Brogdon. The problem with Malcolm Brogdon, he's a restricted free agent, and that's a problem. That will force Milwaukee Bucks to make a tough decision. Chris Middleton has a player option for $13 million, and basically you know he's going to opt out of that. He's probably going to get 17 plus million. Depends on who it's from, though. That's the problem. We don't know what Milwaukee's priorities are, I guess you could say. They also have to deal with Brook Lopez, who could be considered their most important piece to Giannis' success. In my opinion, he is. He came in on a cheap deal. You're going to have to pay him. They already gave Eric Bledsoe the 4-year, $70 million contract. So, yes, Milwaukee has their own priorities. So, Dallas needs to attack Malcolm Brogdon. They need to go ahead and pay more than a lot of people would be willing to pay him. Apparently, Milwaukee's willing to pay Malcolm Brogdon $16 per year on the contract offer, which is a lot. That's why I think Dallas, if that report's true, Dallas needs to offer 4 years, $17 million per year. People are going to disagree with me. That's okay, but Malcolm Brogdon brings you everything. He is the perfect guard around Luka Doncic. 15.6 points per game, 50% from the field for a guard, which is amazing. 40% from 3, something Luka really hasn't ever had besides Harrison Barnes, but he's gone now. So he also brings 90% from the 3, so he's a 50, 40, 90 guy, which is really rare. So Malcolm Brogdon, yes, he brings all the shooting, the great percentages, the points per game. He can also pass a little bit, but his defense is the biggest key to the Dallas Mavericks' success. You can put him on on the other team's best guard. You can put him on Kyrie, or you can put him on let's say Kevin Durant maybe. I know he's not that tall, but guess what? He's a flexible defender who's very elite at what he does, and he knows his role. He doesn't try to do too much like Wesley Matthews and Harrison Barnes did with Luka. They tried to go outside of their role. But now you have a guy like Malcolm Brogdon who knows what he's there for, and he provides a third ball handler if you need it at times and can run the pick and roll a little bit. So 4 years, $17 million would be beautiful. I love that offer. Tell me what y'all think about that. So, that would be huge for Luka. Luka doesn't have the quickest feet, so you need to be able to hide him like the Mavericks tried to do this year. Put Luka on the worst defender. So, number 2. This is going to be a tough one for some people. But I love Patrick Beverley. I mean, I really do. If you're someone, you love him or you hate him, basically. Pat Bev brings insane intensity. We saw that in the playoff series versus Golden State. He's shown that time and time again. And as we all know, he's a great defender. And that's huge because he's a smaller guard that can go guard, the little shiftier guards like Kyrie. Say Brogdon. Let's say, you don't want Brogdon to guard him, and you want him guarding a guy like Jason Tatum or something like that. Your team would be flexible enough to put Patrick Beverley on Kyrie Irving. And the most unappreciated thing about Patrick Beverley, they just think he's a scrappy player, he's earned his spot by playing hard. No, he can shoot threes. Throughout his career, he's been a very good three-point shooter, improved over the past few years to a 40% three-point shooter. Another guy who knows his role. Yes, he's not that good from the field, shoots about the same from the field as he does the 3, but he doesn't need to be doing all that when you have Luka and Kristaps. He just needs to be catching and shooting threes and getting up in other people's faces. Now, I understand where people come from when they say, Dallas has Jalen Brunson. Why would they get another guard? Well, I don't want Patrick Beverley running the second unit. I want him being in the starting unit. I want Jalen Brunson running the second unit because guess what? They don't have anybody else to do it. J.J. Barea tore his Achilles midway through the season against Minnesota. He's getting up in his age. He's 33, 34, somewhere around there, and he's probably not going to come back until mid-season. So that's a problem. You need two playmakers off the bench. Dallas has always done this. Rick Carlisle has always ran J.J. Barea and Devin Harris. He loves running two guards that can play make. And this would be huge. Patrick Beverley and Malcolm Brogdon in the backcourt. That's hell on defense. And then two guys that can really shoot the ball. That is perfect for Luka. You're putting Luka in a great spot to succeed, to where he doesn't have to worry about, as Mavs fans, they don't have to worry about him getting exposed on defense as much, So that's huge. Patrick Beverley is a huge check mark for me. Tell me what y'all think about Patrick Beverley. There's been a lot of stuff going on about, would you rather have Patrick Beverley or Goran? Give me Patrick Beverley. I'm sorry. I like Goran, but I need some defense around here. And my third one, and this one is huge to me. Now, will this guy be playing 30 minutes every night in the starting lineup? No. It would be a rotational type big. Ed Davis. Yes, he can't shoot, but I tell you what, this guy could rebound with the biggest and best of them. I mean, 8-point-something rebounds per game. He can do it all, and he doesn't even play that much. 17 minutes per game, gets 8+ rebounds per game, which is huge. And he's not a poor rim protector. So you would put him in the starting lineup with Kristaps. And, guess what? Ed Davis isn't a guy you're going to be playing 30 minutes a night, but you can rotate him in and out with Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell. It makes it all perfect. So Ed Davis would bring it all. And this offers a little different compared to Patrick Beverley and Malcolm Brogdon. I would do a 1+1 for Ed Davis for $7 million per year. So a team option. So say you don't like what you get out of Ed Davis, you can hit free agency back next year or the draft and get somebody else. Now for that, these are my three free agents. Tell me what y'all think about these three free agents. I think they're huge. These guys bring it all. I get Kemba Walker. I get why people went to Bias. Goran and Vooch, not a fan. I don't know why that's a thing that could actually happen. I'd be quite sad if that happened. Vooch did not look good in that playoff series against Toronto. He actually got quite exposed. Couldn't really get inside Marc Gasol and Ibaka, and those guys were not letting it happen. So, yes, a lot of people are like, if Dallas only has $30 million in cap, how are they going to sign all three of these guys? Because it's going to exceed $30 million. Like I said, they have a big trade exception for they could possibly trade Courtney Lee or somebody like that. I think it's for like $18 million or something like that. I could be wrong. Don't take me for word on that. But if you add these two guys, Patrick Beverley and Malcolm Brogdon, they bring you reliability. That's something Dallas really lacked this year. They couldn't rely on anybody besides Luka. So this is huge. Tell me what y'all think about it. I'm really on board for the Malcolm Brogdon, Patrick Beverley, Ed Davis. Give me y'all's trio of free agents. Screw the big free agent. What is y'all's trio of free agents that y'all would want? Alright guys, that's it for this video. We're going to start rolling again. I'm really loving this stuff. It's getting excited. Getting exciting. We got all these playoffs about to happen. Alright guys, I'm just excited. Alright, leave a like and subscribe. I'm out.